A very warm welcome to the BG Stadium. We are in the north of Bangkok in the Rangsit area. This is match day number 2 for these sides in the ASEAN Club Championship, better known as the Shopee Cup. It is Bangkok United versus Lion City Sailors, two teams who have met frequently over the last couple of years, generally with the home side, Bangkok United, coming out on top. BG Stadium looking absolutely splendid. Conditions coolish at 29 degrees. Humidity not high at 66%. The pitch is looking in very good condition. Here are the standings. Both of these teams have lost their opening game, both to Johor Darul Taksim. Bangkok United by 4 goals to 0. Lion City Sailors by 3 goals to 1. Means that this contest is important. The top 2 in the 16 groups make it through to the semi-finals of this Shopee Cup, which was revised and has been revitalized when it was reintroduced last year. Boram United beating Kongan Hanoi in a thrilling final. Lion City Sailors, they had their share of success last year, getting all the way through to the AFC Champions League 2 final before losing to Sharjah. Bangkok United have had the whip hand over Lion City Sailors this season in the AFC Champions League 2. They were drawn in the same group, both matches home and away. Won by Bangkok United by 2 goals to 1 most recently on the 6th of this month, and by 1 goal to 0 when they met here. They also met in the Champions League in 2023. Bangkok United again won 1-0 here. Actually, it was the Thammasat Stadium that they were playing in then, and also won 2-1 against Lion City away from home. So a bit of work for Lion City Sailors to do, but they've invested wisely and heavily. And Bangkok United, well, they've also invested wisely as well. Bangkok United second in their table at the moment with 2 league defeats, one against the perennially successful Boram United, the other when they were reduced to 10 men and lost a narrow game, but they're second in the table. They've qualified for the next round of the AFC Champions League 2 at the expense of Lion City Sailors, and now they're trying to make home advantage tell. They've got back-to-back home games this month in this competition, in this Shopee Cup. If they can get maximum points out of that, that will go a long way to getting them a top 2 place in these standings. As for Lion City Sailors, 100% record at the top of their league, 5 wins out of 5. As I say, struggled in the AFC Champions League too, where they are now eliminated out of the group stages. So a fascinating contest coming in. We'll bring you up to date with the team news as we get closer to kick-off. You're just watching the players warm up. Kick-off is coming your way at 7 o'clock local time. That's in about 20 minutes time. Do join us then.
Bangkok. Let's go, boys, eh? So mentally, physically, we're at it. All on it. Ready to fucking start the game fast. Let's go, guys. We're at our best, so we start fucking fast. Let's go. Let's go. Everything. 3, 2, 1, yellow. Bora. Last moment. Move it. Energy. Bora. Me. Move it. Bam.
ครับเอาเปล่าเอาเปล่าที่เอาเปล่าเอาไหมเนี่ยครับเอาไหมครับไปไหมครับ
บอลกระเป๋าพี่เลย
ครับมา
Si mislio da će da se provučeš, jel? Dobro.
ในนัดแรกนะคะทั้ง2ทีมเริ่มต้นด้วยการเล่นที่สูสีกันนะคะในรายการช้อปปี้ครับในแมตช์นี้เนี่ยค่ะมีการเตรียมทีมอย่างไรเพื่อให้มีโอกาสคว้าชัยชนะมากที่สุดค่ะ
ก็เป็นเกมที่2ที่เราได้เล่นในบ้านก็เจอไลออนก็เจอ2ครั้งแล้วก็เราก็รู้แล้วว่าเขามีจุดแข็งจุดเด่นอะไรแล้วก็มีตัวต่างชาติที่มีคุณภาพยังไงเราก็พยายามที่จะเตรียมตัวรับมือเพียงแต่ว่าเรามีเกมค่อนข้างเยอะในช่วงนี้เพราะฉะนั้นเราเอาผู้เล่นที่สมบูรณ์ที่สุดลงไปเล่นเพื่อที่จะเอาผลการแข่งขันที่ดีให้ได้นะครับ
ค่ะมีมุมมองอย่างไรเกี่ยวกับทีมไลออนซิตี้ในชุดปัจจุบันค่ะ
ก็หลังจากเปลี่ยนกฎนักเตะต่างชาติเยอะทำให้เขาสามารถเสริมตัวผู้เล่นได้ไม่จำกัดแล้วก็ตัวผู้เล่นต่างชาติเขาค่อนข้างมีคุณภาพค่อนข้างเยอะเราเองก็พยายามที่จะยกระดับทีมเพื่อจะสู้กับเขาเพราะฉะนั้นเราก็ทำได้ในเรื่องของ2เกมแรกที่เราชนะเข้ามาได้ก็อันนี้เกมอีกเป็นเกมหนึ่งที่ยากเหมือนกันที่เราได้เล่นในบ้านเราแต่ว่าก็อาจจะเป็นเกมที่แตกต่างไปจากรายการที่แล้วก็มาดูกันว่าผลจะเป็นยังไงก็พยายามที่จะเล่นตามแบบของเราแล้วก็พยายามที่จะชนะให้ได้ครับ
ค่ะอย่างที่โค้ชได้พูดไปนะคะว่าแบงคอกเนี่ยสามารถเอาชนะเลออนซิตี้เซลเลอร์มาได้แล้ว2นัดล่าสุดนะคะในศึก AFC นะคะซึ่งเราเตรียมความพร้อมด้านสภาพจิตใจของผู้เล่นอย่างไรไม่ให้เกิดการประมาทกับสถิตินี้ค่ะ
ก็จริงๆเด็กๆก็รู้อยู่แล้วว่าการเจอกับทุกทีมไม่ใช่เฉพาะไลออนก็ต้องโฟกัสและมีสมาธิตลอดเวลาอยู่แล้วแล้วก็ยิ่งเจอกับไลออนที่มีนักเตะต่างชาติมีคุณภาพมากมายงั้นนักเตะทุกคนต้องมีวินัยแล้วก็มีสมาธิพอสมควรกับการที่จะเล่นรับมือกับเขาแล้วก็2เกมที่ผ่านมาเราสามารถทำได้นะแต่ว่าเกมนี้เป็นเกมที่แตกต่างออกไปด้วยกลุ่มกำลังเราก็อาจจะมีการหมุนเวียนผู้เล่นด้วยก็แต่ว่าเป้าหมายเราก็ยังต้องโฟกัส3แต้มอยู่ดี
ขอบคุณมากครับ
ขอบคุณครับขอบคุณครับขอบคุณครับ
Samo mi je što treba.
ก็ข่าวใหญ่ประกาศนะครับว่าช็อปปี้ครบรอบ10 ปีแล้วนะ
Evening, coach. Both teams are on even footing after the first match in Shopee Cup. How did you prepare the team for this match to get the best possible chance for a win?
It was quite a challenge this time because we all know the rules about the foreign quota, but also we had a couple of injuries and that doesn't leave us a big squad, honestly. But we prepared the best we can, and I think I hope finally that we can surprise them.
What do you think of the current Bangkok United team?
Very good team, honestly. I think I have a tremendous respect for this club and for the coach. We played them multiple times, and yeah, we didn't. It's the only team since I'm at Lion City Sailors that we didn't beat. So a lot of respect for them. It's a quality team who knows how to compete.
Yeah. Last question. As you mentioned, the last two head-to-head, you kind of lost to Bangkok United. But how do you prepare your players mentally to come into this game for that?
Mentally, it's not a problem. I mean, we used to play this kind of matches, same like them. So I think it's going to be a same game like always. It's going to be one goal difference is going to decide who's going to win. So like I said, I think we know each other's strengths. There are not going to be a lot of surprises between us.
Thank you very much. All the best, coach.
Thank you.
A very warm welcome to the ASEAN Club Championship, otherwise known as the Shopee Cup. It is a group match between two teams who know each other very, very well. Bangkok United from Thailand, runners-up last year in the Thai Premier League. They're in the blue, and they're up against Lion City Sailors, who made it all the way to the final of the AFC Champions League 2 last year. But these teams have already met in AFC Champions League 2 this year, and Bangkok United have won both of those games. So familiar foe, but different competition. And for both of these sides, it's a case of they need to get their competition up and running. Both have played one in this 6-team league. There are 5 matches played by each team in the 6-team league. The top 2 go through. Both of these teams have been well beaten by Johor Darul Taksim. Bangkok United by 4 goals to 0. Lion City Sailors by a more creditable 3 goals to 1. It means that there's a lot riding on this contest. For Bangkok United, 4 times they have met Lion City Sailors, 4 times they have beaten them. And for Coach Sripan, well, he's gone with very, very familiar names, the likes of Poklo Anam in midfield, but it's the Tampines duo, the former Tampines duo, Kyoga Nakamura and Tae Konori, who will be hoping to make the biggest impression upon Lion City Sailors. They, of course, know Lion City Sailors from their time in Singapore last year. Starting 11 for Lion City Sailors, Ivan Susak is the Croatian who comes in between the sticks. We're anticipating them to go with Anderson Lopez up front, a big money signing from Yokohama. And he's produced the goods already for the Singaporean league leaders. They also invested heavily in Si and Denge in the heart of midfield. They need to see those investments come through. Shalamba on the right for Lion City Sailors gets the honour of being captain. And Patiwate, an international for Thailand, he is the captain and goalkeeper for Bangkok United. On the bench, plenty of striking power for Bangkok United, the like of Luka Adzic, who scored in the 2-1 win at Bishan Stadium when the teams met last time. As for the Singaporeans, well, they're a little bit short-handed. They've got a number of injuries and a number of absentees. Match referee is Merdebek Taichev from Kyrgyz Republic, and he is assisted by officials from Kyrgyz Republic and Vietnam, as is the 4th official in the VAR room. Jin Jingguan has made the journey over from Buriram, where he was a video assistant yesterday. A lot of work he had yesterday. He's joined by Ahmad Nazmi of Malaysia in the VAR room. This is a Group B Shopee Cup clash. In Group A yesterday, Buriram United were involved in a tempestuous encounter with Kongan Hanoi that needed an awful lot of VAR interventions. We're hoping that that will not be the case this time around. For Coach Sripan, well, he spent a lot of his playing career playing in Singapore, and so I know he gets a certain amount of joy from victories against Singaporean teams, particularly well-resourced ones, as we know that Lion City Sailors are. His opposite number, Alexander Rankovic, signed a 2-year extension to his contract at the start of this year. We'll talk more about that, but before, we're going to have a minute's silence in honour of the late Queen Mother, Her Majesty Queen Siddhikit, the Queen Mother who died last month, and is going to be a year's national mourning in Thailand. She was much beloved and will be very much missed. A minute's silence for the Queen Mother.
Join us now for 1 minute of silence in her memory. ท่านผู้มีเกียรติทุกท่านครับขอเชิญทุกท่านร่วมยืนสงบนิ่งเพื่อร่วมถวายความอาลัยในการเสด็จสวรรคตสมเด็จพระนางเจ้าสิริกิติ์พระบรมราชินีนาถพระบรมราชชนนีพันปีหลวงด้วยสำนึกในพระมหากรุณาธิคุณอันหาที่สุดมิได้
Impeccably observed silence. Bangkok United share this stadium with Pathum United, who are also in this Shopee Cup, just to make things a little bit confusing. But despite the wear and tear of 2 top-class teams playing on this pitch, the pitch actually looks in perfect condition. A little bit of watering beforehand, and there was just a little slipper of rain just before kick-off, just to grease it up a little bit, so it should be good for the passing that both of these teams like to indulge in. Patiwate, regular last line of defence. Noticeable absentee, he's on the substitutes bench for Bangkok United, is Everton Gonsalves. Everton, in all the times I've been covering Bangkok United over the last decade, he seems to be a perennially part of the team. But the centre-back pairing today will be Supan and Philip Maya, the Brazilian. Xiao Lanwa leads the line for the Singaporeans. 3 goals for him so far in this season. The countdown is on. Kyoga Nakamura, well, he'd like to do something against a Singaporean team as he represents the Singapore national team. ASEAN Club Championship, Shopee Cup 2025-26. Lion City Sailors in the white, going right to left. Immediately launched long by Ivan Susak, the Croatian goalkeeper. And Denga, highly rated midfielder signed from Grasshoppers in Switzerland, but he'd served some time in the Bundesliga. Susak fizzes a ball out beautifully. Lestiem, who hasn't played as much this season, Lestiem. It's been a disrupted campaign. Nonetheless, in his 8 appearances, 4 goals for the Belgian. Jakapan gets the starter right back. Lots of big games coming up for both of these sides. Well, less so the big games. Last week, Lion City Sailors came back to beat Persib Bandung. Here's Kyoga Nakamura. Finds Konori. Starting in the central position, almost a withdrawn number 9 position. They've got plenty of big names up front, does Sripan. But he's gone for some of the lesser names. Guntapan has got a start after years and years serving his time playing for the youth teams and on the bench. Nakamura out to Jakapan. Fires one in. Poklau just helps it round the corner. And Supan drives forward. Onto Wanchai. Well, I said the teams had spray the ball around. That's exactly what they've done in the early stages. Kyoga Nakamura. Eventual communication between Lionel Tan and Ivan Susak. But clear they want Nakamura to play in this kind of a quarterback role. And there he sells a dummy to Xiao Lanwa. I'm sure they'll talk about that when there's the national team reassembles. Good times for Singapore football at the moment. Qualification for the Asian Cup really has set the place alight. The Song Weong, one of the international squad, naturalised Singaporean. Here's Anderson Lopez, the big money signing. Onto Denga. Shami. Shahin playing a right wing back today, always Mr. Reliable. Just trying to ping the ball in. On the bench, Alex Rankovic, after a very good season last year where he guided Lion City Sailors to the AFC Champions League 2 final, rewarded with a new 2-year contract and several new personnel to deal with. Bailey Wright, though, the former Australian international, he settled in as Song drags Kosovic away. Kosovic gets on with things quickly. Kyoga onto Jakapan. Rungrath. Interesting to see Konori in this, well, they call it false 9. He's effectively the centre forward, but just playing behind the front line. Put upon over on one side. Rungrath over on the right-hand side. Maya. Oh, Kyoga Nakamura seeing so much of the ball in these early stages. Slight misunderstanding between Kosovic and Jakapan. Jakapan had started the run. Sripan, effectively over 5 years in 2 separate spells with Bangkok United. It really has made them a team to be reckoned with. But always they've had the spectre of Buriram United as being the top club, like last year when Buriram won everything. And Bangkok United had to be satisfied with a a runners-up slot in the Thai League, and that's where they are again this year, having lost to Buriram, who also won this competition. Here's Maya, Brazilian, signing this year, finds Rungrath. Glory's in the name of Prince. Well, I was hearing the coaching staff at Lion City Sailors saying they were after a fast start. They've not exactly had that. They've hardly seen the ball in this opening 5 minutes, Lion City Sailors. Nonetheless, no real test for Susak. Right, feeds the ball into Song Wee-yong. Gets away from Guntapan. Looks to the left where Diogo Costa had made a run, and it's just taken a nick off Rungrath. Costa was with the club last year, but he was on loan. He completed his move at the start of the season. Tony Datkovic, reliable performer on the left side of the back three. They do play a back three, the Lion City Sailors. Song loses out. Nakamura just let the bounce go, and a little shove in the back there from Xiao Lamwa. The referee thought about it, and that was an awkward falling there for Kyoga Nakamura. No sympathy for his international teammate there. Nakamura gets body between man and ball, buys the free kick. But he's suffering the consequence at the moment. He's still just shaking off a little bit of a back spasm. But the game is on, and Kyoga wants it, but instead it's come out to Jakapan. Jakapan looks inside for Sei Konori. Nice idea. There's a thumbs up from both Konori and Rungrath. Jakapan, such a reliable performer. He can play centre-back, he can play right-back, and play in centre midfield. One of those Mr. Versatiles, a bit like Ami Shahin for Lion City Sailors. You'll always get a 6 or 7 of 10 out of 10 performance as Datkovic looks forward. Xiao Lamwa chases into the corner, but Meyer is there. Lovely football stadium this, on all four sides. Rungrath just leaning into Datkovic. That gives you a good example of the quality of the grass. The pitch does look in very, very good condition. Speaking to the groundsman when I came in earlier, and he was just saying how difficult it is with two senior teams both playing on it. As you can see, he's had to repatch some of this near side. That's played forward, looks for Anderson Lopez, doesn't get there. Kosovic loses out. Maxime Lestien. Danger with these two teams having met twice recently in tight games. They know each other very well. They've got immense respect. Might be a little bit cagey. Here's Lestien though, all left foot. And on that occasion, not the best left foot as Poklau just helps it forward into Nakamura. Right then, Rungrath. Jakapan thinks of going past him. Eventually does so reluctantly. Nakamura and Sei Konori. Poklau, Seiya, and Sei Konori whistles one just over the angle. Japanese get into a great position there. He scored a couple against Bangkok United playing for Tampines Rovers in last season's AFC Champions League. That persuaded them to go and invest in him, and gosh, he's not far away there. Given away by Datkovic. Can only be a centre-back with rugged face like that, Tony Datkovic. Strong and consistent for Lion City Sailors, who are 100% in their own domestic league, 5 wins out of 5. Scoring goals galore. Slight problem in Southeast Asia is the dominance of certain clubs. Lion City Sailors in Singapore perhaps being one of those. It's come to Kanori once again. Rungrath. Jacopan goes around the outside. Slight miscommunication. Diogo does well. Let's see, Dunga. Big, strong, powerful midfielder. Misses let Hami Shahin go forward. Hami looks to Lestien. Anderson Lopez in the middle. Lestien might fire away! Maxime Lestien cuts in on that left foot, and that is a beauty. Played in, just allowed a little bit of time by Wanchai. One touch and curls it top shelf. No chance for Patiwat Kamai. It's a glorious finish by Lestien. And a perfect start for Lion City Sailors. Clean strike, 5th goal in all competitions for Lestien. And the lead for the Singaporean league leaders. Lovely goal. Well, they've had all the ball, but it's where the ball ends that, of course, is the most important, as that's played forward by Kosovic. Ivan Susak, Croatian, was signed, and he's keeping the Singapore #1 Iswan Mabud out of the team. Iswan, very high quality substitute to have on the bench, is one. Yoga Nakamura once again. Wanchai. It's all very pretty, but it's all in front of them as Poklau drives a shot straight into the formidable presence of Bailey Wright. Lionel Tam looks as innocent as a big 6'3" centre-back can, having just literally shoved his man off the ball. Rungrath has gone over to negotiate with Poklau Anam as to who's going to take this free kick. Lion City Sailors holding a high line. They're a good 2, maybe more meters outside of the 18-yard box. They drop in and the ball is a little bit too far from Poklau. That was a very, very high line. Sripan looks on. 4 wins out of 4 so far against Lion City Sailors. Not used to going behind against them though, and Lestien has given Sailors that lead. Lionel Tam, no nonsense, pushed it forward. Chai lets it drift out of play. Maya. Chai will know not to give Lestienne any space on that left foot now. He can let him go outside on the right. Rungrath. Guntupon, the target. Dwarfed by the presence of Lionel Tam. Ami Shahin, a lot shorter, makes the clearance. It's going to come straight back through Kosovic. %65% to the ball. But one shot, one goal for Lion City Sailors. Poklau plays it backwards. Nakamura, out wide to Rungrath. Jacobman's made a move into the middle. Nakamura wanted possession. It's going to break for Anderson Lopez, and the break is on here. Diogo Costa. Looking very calm and unruffled at the moment, our Lion City Sailors. The back three are all big, strong centre-backs. In midfield, there's a shield through C. Ndenge. There is Ndenge. Lopez. Costa. Taken out. Referee says no foul though. Costa's hurt. Supan it was who put in a big stride, and well, that did look like a referee, Taichev. And he kind of dismisses Lestienne's protest. I'm with then on that one. Supam, big, strong centre-back international. We've got a number of strong international centre-backs. Everton, I mentioned, the Brazilian. Supam and Myra here. Manny Beer is still with the club, although he's not played an awful lot this season. Beer. Lion City Sailors sportingly give the ball back. This is Philippe Maya. Nakamura. Kosovic. Rungrath. Poklau. Guntupon. Again, it's all very pretty, but it's all in front that solid line. My notes have got Lion City Sailors down as a 3-4-3. I think that's a little bit ambitious. It's more like a 5-4-1 because both Shaol and Maxime Lestienne just sitting back. Kami and Diogo are dropping in as fullbacks when Bangkok United have the ball. That's a lovely little dummy though by Jakapam. This is Rungrath. 3 in the penalty area. Rungrath gets the cross in. A little bit too much on that. Veteran Tilisin Dangda is on the bench should True Bangkok United decide that they need a little bit more direct firepower. And Ilyas Alhaf, the German, is also on the bench as well, but there is no Musan Al Ghassani. Lopez. Anderson Lopez. See what was there. It was a nice attempt by Lestienne. Just a smidgen too much on it from the Belgium. It's a perfect ball. Perfect idea. What, just a couple of meters too far ahead of Lopez. Maybe 5 years ago, Lopez might have got there. But a little bit of that electric pace has gone. Again, Lion City Sailors drop back into that 5-4-1 formation. Saying to Bangkok United, you've got to break us down. You've got to worry about us on the breakaway as well. Charles Amoir closed the gap. Siengenge looks for Lopez, and Lopez against Meyer. Anderson Lopez slides home a gem of a goal. That's why you pay $2 million. And that's a player who's played AFC Champions League finals. Terrific goal by Anderson Lopez, and 2 goals in 20 minutes. And Ndenge plays it into his path, and he's just got too much pace, too much power, and too much accuracy for both Maya and Patiwat. Takes a look up there, sees the gap between Patiwat and the near post, and that's a clinical finish. Two excellent goals. First Lestiem, now Anderson Lopez. Lion City Sailors leading by 2 inside 21 minutes. VAR. Can't think there's any reason for them to be having a look at that. The only possible reason would be, see, Ndenge, when he won the ball in the centre midfield, certainly Lopez was nowhere near being offside. And the referee from the Kyrgyz Republic has got a Malaysian and Chinese assistants helping him on VAR. I really didn't see anything in the build-up, or the pass, or the finish that could possibly rule out this goal. This is a long old wait. Lopez waits. We all wait. The goal is finally confirmed. And Anderson Lopez, well, he can celebrate for a second time. Two excellent finishers for Lion City Sailors. They may be out of the Asian Champions League, but they are very much looking to progress in this ASEAN Cup. Really came of age last year, was reborn after a long, long time without there being an ASEAN club competition. And with the sponsorship of Shopee, and the format really worked as well. And then the final between Kongan, Hanoi and Buriram was an incredible way for the competition to finish. Got the likes of Johor Darul Taksim and Lion City Sailors interested. Oklau helps it on. Guntapom. Jakapan allowed to go a long way. Jakapan! An instant response. Well, an unlikely goal scorer in Jakapan Praitsuan. I can only assume that Ivan Suzak was unsighted by Tony Dakovic. Jakapan was allowed to go, and then that's more speculative than anything else. And it just arrows into the bottom corner. It goes around Dakovic, and Suzak left flat-footed. I can only assume that he was completely unsighted by Datkovic. It's a good goal, but a soft goal and an unlikely source in Jakopan. So 3 goals inside 25 minutes. Normally the matches between these two are really very, very cagey, chess-like. Kyoga Nakamura can start things again. Big Supantong Song. Always wears those shorts high. Kosovic hasn't played a lot of football this season for Bangkok United. Been out for a long period of time. It's only his 5th start in all competitions. Costa can just let that one run out for a goal kick for Lion City Sailors, who lead by 2 goals to 1. Song. Kosovic thought it just got away with that. Bangkok United with much more of the ball. Lion City Sailors with the 2 clean strikes. Bailey Wright onto Datkovic. Good upon presses. Might bring such solidity to Lion City Sailors' backline. Shahin. Neat and tidy between Song and Sian Denge. Denge spreads it wide. Datkovic onto Shao Lamwa. Denge once again. Looks to be a very good acquisition for Lion City Sailors. Big, strong presence, can play centre-back as well, Sian Denge. Song. Datkovic once again, closed down. There's Kyoga, lovely touch by Ndenge, finds Song Wei-yong, spreads it out wide. Lestien. Looks so languid when he's on the ball, but as we've already seen, fabulous left foot. Song Wei-yong more busy. Tam. Again, Wright is the man who's just providing the reassurance at the back. Datkovic closed down by Kyoga. Shao Lamwa wasn't too far away. He's still got that little bit of extra zip and pace that can take you by surprise, Shao Lamwa. I'd argue he's actually got better the older he's got. And he's kept himself fit, Shao Lamwa, even though he's 34 now. Good few years left of the top flight for him. Of course, he'll be aiming for the Asian Cup with Singapore in early 2027. Chance on the edge of the penalty area. Guntupon couldn't get it away. Datkovic, Nakamura and Shaul involved once again. Both wanted a free, and they can either get it. Referee happy to let a lot of physical stuff go on. Here's Kosovic. Jakapam. Little dink in for Kosovic, who'd made the forward run. It's easy for Suzak. Lopez and Denga. Nothing really on. Song and Poklau. He does have a bit of an edge to him, Song Wee-yong. He got red carded in a game against Mong Tong just down the road last year. And he was for getting involved in something he really shouldn't have done. Poklau's the aggressive one, but Song, well, the slightest reaction. Wanchai helps it forward. Poklau. Kosovic slides in, and Kosovic gets the ball, and then I think he was looking for a real speed merchant there. That's the Al Ghassani roll. Neither Kanori nor Guntapan are Al Ghassani quick. Lestienne gave Wright a problem, and Song with the hand. One or two errors just creeping into Lion City Sailors at the moment. What was a comfortable 2-0 lead was quickly reduced. That's good defending from Lionel Tan, just blocks offside Kanori. Costa down the line. Again, Shaul just breaks away from Jakapam. He's ghosted him into that space on a couple of occasions, but he hasn't got the pace to hold off Philippe Maya. And then Maya gives the ball back to Shaul, who did good defensive work. Shaul looks for Lopez. Lopez through on goal again. Anderson Lopez. Little dink. And Maya completes the block, but the flag does go up for offside. He did look offside this time. Lopez again, just hanging on the shoulder of the last defender. But yeah, that is offside. But again, just look at the pace that he's got, and he's lost a little bit of his explosiveness. Wonderful career in the J-League. Scored a goal every other game for Yokohama. Wanchai loses his footing. Lestienne. Easy dribble from Lestienne. Fouled not once but twice. Referee brings us back. Diving in was Wanchai. That first free kick was what it was for. ASEAN Club Championship, Shopee Cup 2025-26. A group match between two teams who lost their opening match in the group. It's only 5 games. You can afford maybe 1 defeat, you can't afford 2. These two and Johor Darul Taksim would be amongst the pre-tournament favourites to fill the 2 slots up at the top. That means that this contest is particularly important. Kosovic. Rungrath. Slides inside Costa. Rungrath. Cleared away by Lionel Tam. And Dakovic is there. Denge, great turn by Lopez. He wanted Shaw to go ahead of him and then fires a 60-metre pass beautifully to Lestien. For once, Lestien's touch lets him down. And Guntapan will chase, but Hamid Sahin does a good job. Song. Caught late, and the referee goes into his card for that one. Supan got away with one reckless challenge early on. That's going to be a yellow card for Supan Tong Song. Slides in, takes nothing but man. Yellow card. Lestien fires it in. Datkovic was the target, and Datkovic is out of position now. Rungrath just doesn't have that pace and tries to trick his way through Shao Lamwa. Can't do so. He's back to defend though. And Shao loses out to Kyoga Nakamura. Seems to have come into contact 3 or 4 times now. Kosovic for Bangkok United. Lopez loses out to Maya. Kosovic. Kyoga. Poklau. Nakamura. Nakamura! Terrific save, Suzak. Kyoga Nakamura with a lovely cheeky chip. And real credit to Ivan Suzak. Yeah, he's a big fella, but he has to use his feet. One step and then just gets a fingertip. Great skill from Nakamura. Alert goalkeeping from Suzak. Corner kick for Bangkok United. Remarkably their first of this first half. Goes through everybody. Mr. Inscrutable on the touchline, Shripam Tochuam. Well, that was a wonderful piece of skill, really worth any highlight. I'm sure you'll see that on various feeds on X or TikTok. At the Shopee Cup lets people know what's going on in this competition. Really top-class football. Impudent play by Kyoga Nakamura and a top-draw save from the Croatian Ivan Suzak. Maya wins the header. Song Wei-yong. Rungrath. Chakapan outside of him. Kyoga Nakamura. Good ball into Guntapan. Kanori just beaten to the punch by Datkovic. One shy. Prince Rungrath is never going to tower in a header over Tony Datkovic. Chai just easing that in. He's become the regular left-back as Wan Chai. Tama Arhan, the Indonesian international, is his regular competition for that left-back starting place. Lopez. Big and strong, powerful, but couldn't take the ball away with him. Kosovic. Jakapan, Kosovic again. Chai. Kutapan has made a run. Chai comes back to Supan, who picked up a yellow card as we approach the 40-minute mark. Still Lion City Sailors in white, leading by 2-1. Shopee Cup. It's a group match. Song Weong. His second spell with Lion City Sailors, his Song. Right then, Lestiem, who really set this game alight with his early goal, looks for Lopez, and it came actually to Shaul Anwar, who was offside. If Shaul had left that, Lopez was coming in behind him. Maybe there wasn't any talk about that. Goals elsewhere in this competition. How about this for a surprise? Svei Rieng leading Johor Darul Taksim by 2-0. Shan United 0, Namdin 2. And here Bangkok United 1, Lion City Sailors 2. Palm was just trying to get there, but right to the edge of his penalty area. He's a tall goalkeeper, eats up the grounds when he comes out. Lestiem. Lopez. Just clipped. Anderson Lopez by Kyoga Nakamura. Dakovic again. Shaul makes that run into the channels. He's quick enough to keep the ball alive. Oh, lovely ball, Diogo Costa. Corner for Lion City Sailors. Well, that's pretty rudimentary. You play the quick man in behind the fullback. He keeps the ball alive. And you have players following up. Rungrath was a little bit late to see that run from Diogo Costa. Jakapan doing the defensive work we're so used to seeing from him. Right, they have big group of men there. Lionel Tan and Lopez, big men. Dakovic and Bailey Wright. You add in Si and Dunga. There's a serious aerial threat from Lion City Sailors. Oh, and it's just over the top from Wright. He scores his fair share of goals. Bailey Wright gets in above Philippe Meyer. I don't think Patiwat's getting that if that's under the bar. Meyer. Nakamura slows down by Shaul. Feeds it into Kosovic. Kosovic has got runners. And Kosovic tries a long-range effort. He's claiming there was a little nick off the defender. I didn't see one, neither did the referee. Very ambitious this from Nebojša Kosovic. Ivan Suzak might have been beaten by one from distance, but he was unsighted for that. Wanchai. It's the final few seconds of this first 45. Hasn't been an awful lot added on. 2 minutes will be added on. Here's Jakapam. Dakovic took a knock there. He landed awkwardly, did Tony Dakovic. You always worry if a player lands as awkwardly as he did, that he's jarred his knee. Just the jump, it's the way he lands. That's the right leg that he's clinging onto. Right in front of our commentary position. Activation from the sponsors at half-time, one of the features of the Shopee Cup in all of the matches. Not got the biggest bench line, City Sailors. Looks like, though, Tony Dakovic is going to be okay. 32-year-old. Solid presence. Here's Poklau. Supan. Picked up the only yellow card of the first half. That's guided through. Bailey Wright stretches a left leg. Nakamura brings it out wide. Rungrath looks inside. Nothing on. Shao Lamar doing good defensive work. Rungrath once again. Wanchai. First time touch to Kanori, and over the top from Saya Kanori. His second sighter of goal. Twice he's gone very close, but neither time hit the back of the net. This just bounces up awkwardly. It's a lovely touch in from Wanchai, and Kanori reacts first. What a lovely ball from Wanchai, and Kanori does nearly everything right, just can't get his knee over the ball to keep it down. That's got to go down as a big chance for Saya Kanori, for the former Tampines man. And a let-off for Lion City Sailors right on half-time. There indeed is the half-time whistle. Maxime Lestien's beauty on the 11th minute, opening the scoring. Anderson Lopez would add a second after a strong run. A couple of minutes later, though, Jakapam pulled one back past an unsighted Ivan Susak. Saya Kanori had a couple of decent chances to make it 2-2 at half-time, but the former Tampines man couldn't punish the Singapore champions. And at half-time, Bangkok United, who've won the last 4 times these teams have met each other, find themselves trailing by 2-1. Shopee Cup, half-time. Bangkok United 1, Lion City Sailors 2.
คิดมาอย่างดีแคนลิเชื่อบริการดีแคนลิชอบครอบคลุมดีแคนว่าใช่เชื่อแคนสมัครเลย
ช้อปปี้12 ลดใหญ่วันเกิด10 ปี
ช็อปครบช็อปคุ้มสวัยช็อปครบช็อปคุ้มสวัยครบคุ้มสวัยช็อปที่ช็อปดีครบคุ้มสวัยช็อปครบช็อปคุ้มสวัยช็อปครบช็อปคุ้มสวัยครบคุ้มสวัยช็อปที่ช็อปดีครบคุ้มสวัยช็อปคุ้มถูกชัวร์สวัยถึงเลยพรุ่งนี้ครบคุ้มสวัยช็อปที่ช็อปดีช็อปดีช็อปดี
ช็อปเลยถึง15 ธันวาคมนี้
ครบคุ้มไวการันตีช็อปปี้
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีแฟนๆในสนามทุกท่านเลยนะฮะนัดนะครับ
ปลานะคะ
เราสองคนนะฮะจากช้อปปี้นะครับวันนี้นะบอกเลยนะฮะว่าเรามีช้อปปี้คอยนะฮะ
มาแจกกันแน่นๆเลย
มาแจกนี่เราพกมาเต็มกระเป๋าเลย
ใช่แล้ว
นะฮะบอกเลยว่าใครยังไม่มีแอปช้อปปี้นะครับโหลดแอปช้อปปี้เดี๋ยวนี้ตอนนี้เลยนะครับตอนนี้ยังโหลด
ทันใช่ไหมคุณนัท
ทันฮะคุณมีแอปช้อปปี้หรือยังฮะ
มีเรียบร้อยแล้วค่ะ
ถ้าไม่มีเดี๋ยวจะตกเทรนด์นะฮะ
ต้องมีตอนนี้ทุกคนใช้ช้อปปี้ในการช้อปปิ้งใช่ไหม
เป็นอันดับหนึ่งเลยเป็นแอปพลิเคชันอันดับหนึ่งเลยนะฮะเดี๋ยวเราเซอร์เวย์ดีกว่าเดี๋ยวเราไปซาวเช็คซาวเสียงดีกว่าว่าทุกคนเนี่ยมีแอปช้อปปี้กันหรือยังนะฮะเดี๋ยวเราขอเดิน
ทางนี้ดีกว่า
ฝั่งนี้ดีกว่าว่ามีแอปช้อปปี้กันหรือยังนะฮะ
ถ้าใครมีโชว์ขึ้นมาได้เลยนะคะ
ตอนนี้เนี่ยเราให้ทุกคนหยิบโทรศัพท์ขึ้นมานะฮะแล้วก็เปิดแอปช้อปปี้ขึ้นมาตอนนี้เลยนะฮะส่วนใครที่ยังไม่มีแอปช้อปปี้เข้า App Store หรือว่า Google Play นะฮะแล้วก็โหลดแอปตอนนี้ได้เลยนะครับทุกคนสวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
มีแอปช้อปปี้กันหรือยังฮะมีหรือยังถ้ามีแล้วเดี๋ยวเราจะมาเล่นเกมกันดีกว่านะครับเกมที่เราจะมาเล่นวันนี้เนี่ยบอกเลยว่าง่ายมากๆนะครับชื่อเกมว่าอะไรฮะ
Shopee Shake ค่ะ
Shopee Shake นะฮะเชคเขย่าลุ้นรับคอยนะฮะแค่เขย่าก็ได้ Shopee คอยไปช็อปกันแบบฟรีๆเลยนะฮะ
เดี๋ยวเราไปดูคุณพี่คนนี้ดีกว่า
เราเดินไปดูดีกว่า
Shopee หรือยัง
สวัสดีครับสวัสดีฮะไหนโชว์ให้กล้องดูได้ไหมฮะ
โชว์ให้กล้องดูหน่อยได้ไหมคะว่ามีแอปหรือยัง
ว่ามีแอปนี่เห็นไหมไม่โกหกว่ามีแอป Shopee แล้วนะครับบอกเลยว่าง่ายมากกติกาง่ายมากพร้อมไหมฮะทุกคนพร้อมไหมฮะทุกคนแอปพลิเคชันพร้อมนะเดี๋ยวเราไปดูกติกาการเล่นดีกว่านะครับว่า Shopee Shake เนี่ยเล่นยังไงถ้าพร้อมแล้วไปดูวิทยาพร้อมกันเลยครับ
มาร่วมคว้ารางวัลใหญ่ไปกับ Shopee ในกิจกรรม Half Time Shopee Shake เพียงเปิดแอป Shopee คลิกที่ไอคอน Shopee Price เข้าไปที่ Half Time Shopee Shake กดเริ่มและเขย่าให้แรงที่สุดเท่าที่จะทำได้เพื่อลุ้นรับ Shopee Coin รวมมูลค่ากว่า1 ล้านบาทอย่ารอช้าดาวน์โหลดแอป Shopee เลย
ครบคุ้มไวการันตี
แต่บอกเลยนะฮะว่าแต่ที่น่าตื่นเต้นกว่าเช็ค Shopee Shake นะฮะ
คืออะไรคะคุณนัท
เช็คแคมครับ
เป็นยังไง
ใครที่เขย่าได้แรงเขย่าได้โอ้โหท่าเนี่ยเมามันที่สุดนะฮะจะมีกล้องอย่างนี้เลยจับคุณตอนเขย่า
ขึ้นจอนี้เลยนะฮะ
ยิ่งเขย่าแรงเท่าไหร่กล้องจับเท่าไหร่
ท่าเป็นยังไงท่าคำว่าเขย่าแรง
นี่เลยเดี๋ยวจะสาธิตให้ดูว่าเขย่าแรงยังไงมันจะมีแค่มืออย่างเงี้ยไม่ได้มันจะมีกล้องช้อนเหลือเกินนะยังไงดีอย่างนี้นี่เราต้องมีท่าด้วยเพราะว่าแมตช์ที่แล้วเนี่ยเขาโยกกันแบบว่าสุดตัวเลยนะคุณ
สุดตัวทั้งตัวเลยนะแมตช์ที่แล้ว
สุดตัวเลยจริงๆบอกทวนกติกากันก่อนคุณปลาก
ติกานะคะเข้าไปที่หน้าแอปพลิเคชัน Shopee นะคะแล้วหาคำว่าprice นะคะที่เป็นรูปกล่อง
ของขวัญสีน้ำเงินนะฮะ
กดเข้าไปนะคะแล้วก็กดไปที่ Half Time Shopee Shake ค่ะแต่ว่าอย่าเพิ่งกดเริ่มนะคะเพราะว่าเดี๋ยวเราจะมี
เขาดาวนะฮะ
เพื่อที่จะกดเริ่มพร้อมกันนะคะ
โอเคพร้อมไหมครับ
ทุกคนพร้อมไหมคะ
พร้อมไหมฮะทุกคนวันนี้เนี่ยเรามาน้อยแต่มานะเพราะฉะนั้น เล่นเป็นเพื่อนกันหน่อยนะเล่นเป็นเพื่อนกันหน่อยนะครับทุกคนเปิดแอป Shopee แล้วทุกคนพร้อมไหมฮะถ้าพร้อมแล้วเราไปนับถอยหลังพร้อมกันเลยครับไป9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1
ไปค่ะ
เขย่าเลยครับทุกคนเขย่าเลยนี่เขย่าเลยคุณพี่
โอ้ย
แรงอีกได้ไหมแรงอีกได้ไหมนี่คุณพี่ด้านหลังนี่กล้องจับได้ไหมนี่
ต้องจับเข้ามาเลยนะคะเขย่าแรงค่ะ
เข ย่าแรงๆเลยขย่าแรงๆเลย
ทุกคน
นี่
ขึ้นมาได้นะ
คุณพี่บนจอเห็นไหมทุกคนร่วมด้วยช่วยกัน
มีเพลงเช็คด้วยค่ะคุณนัทยังไง
นี่เช็คเลยเป็นบาร์เทนเดอร์เก่ายิ่งเขย่าแรงคอยิ่งไหลนี่
บาร์คนนี้ยังไงเนี่ยแรงกว่านี้ได้ไหม
ได้ไหม
ข้างบนได้ไหม
นี่ข้างบนสู้สุดแรงนี่ฝั่งนี้ก็สู้สุดแรงเหมือนกันโน้ตแต่โน้ตเป็นไงฮะ
สุดแรงเหมือนกัน
สแตนด้าโน้ตแรงอีกได้ไหมฮะสแตนด้าโน้ต
ไหน
ฝั่ง
แต่
นั้น
ด้านโน้น
ฝั่งนั้น
ขยับแรงๆเลยค่ะ
เขย่าอีกได้ไหมฮะได้ไหม
เอาทางนี้ก็ไม่น้อยหน้านะ
คอยมาไหม
เขย่าอีก
เขย่าแล้วคอยมาไหมมาไหม
เขย่า
มาไหมได้ไหม
ไม่มา
ได้ไหมครับยินดีกับทุกคนด้วยนะฮะ
โอเคค่ะ
เห็นไหมบอกแล้วว่าง่ายมากๆนะครับ ง่ายไหม
ง่าย
ง่ายมากๆแค่มีแอปพลิเคชัน Shopee นะฮะแล้วก็มาร่วมสนุกกันนะครับกับทุกแมตช์เลยนะฮะที่ Shopee ครับนะครับคุณเห็นไหม
ใช่แล้วจะมีคอยแจกทุกแมตช์เลย
ทุก
ค่ะ
แมตช์เลยนะฮะ
ใช่แล้ว
แสดงความยินดีกับทุกคนด้วยนะครับ
ค่ะก่อนที่เราจะไปสนุกกันต่อในครึ่งหลังนะคะ ใครที่อยากได้ลูกฟุตบอลพร้อมลายเซ็นนะคะสุด Exclusive ง่ายมากค่ะ แค่ค้นหาคำว่า Shopee ขับบน Shopee แล้วกรอกฟอร์มให้เราหน่อยนะคะว่าทำไมบอลลูกนี้ถึงสำคัญกับคุณนะคะ ซึ่งตอนนี้ฟอร์มได้เปิดให้กรอกเรียบร้อยแล้วนะคะ
เพราะฉะนั้นนะฮะรีบเลยนะครับแล้วก็บอกเลยว่ามีข่าวดีมาแจ้งนะฮะเป็นข่าวใหญ่มาประกาศให้ทุกคนได้ทราบกันนะฮะว่าปีนี้เนี่ยยิ่งใหญ่จริงๆเพราะว่า Shopee นะฮะครบรอบ10 ปีแล้วนะคะ
10 ปีแล้วนะคะ
ซึ่งครบรอบ10 ปีนี้เขาก็แจกใหญ่จัดเต็มเลยนะฮะฉลอง10 ปีนะครับแจกโค้ดส่วนลดนะฮะทุกเที่ยงวันเลยนะฮะเริ่มแล้วนะครับ1 ธันวาจนถึง15 ธันวานี้นะฮะห้ามพลาดสักวันเดียวเลยนะครับ
ใช่ค่ะแล้วทุกท่านสามารถสแกนโค้ดนะคะบนหน้าจอตอนนี้ได้เลยนะคะ
ได้เลยนะฮะเดี๋ยวจะมีโค้ดนะฮะเดี๋ยวจะมี QR โค้ดให้ทุกคนได้สแกนนะครับ
เพื่อเข้าดูรายละเอียดโค้ดแล้วก็ดิวเด็ดๆกับทางเราได้เลยนะคะ
ครับและที่สำคัญนะฮะวันที่12ถึง15 ธันวานี้นะฮะเรามีมอเตอร์ไซค์มาแจกด้วย
ถูกต้องใครที่กำลังอยากได้รถใหม่ต้องห้ามพลาดตรงนี้เลยนะคะคุณนัท
ใช่ยังไม่พอครับวันที่12นี้นะฮะวันเดียวเท่านั้นนะฮะลุ้นบินฟรีนะครับตั้งแต่ออเดอร์แรกเลยนะฮะ Shopee ใจดีนะฮะแจกตั๋วเครื่องบิน
ไปไหนคะ
ไปญี่ปุ่นครับฟรีเลยกติกาง่ายมากยังไงคุณ
ช็อปแค่วันที่12 เท่านั้นนะคะขั้นต่ำเพียง1 บาทรับไปเลยนะคะ1 สิทธิ์ลุ้นรับแล้ว1 สิทธิ์ก็สามารถลุ้นรับรางวัลได้แล้วนะคะแต่ถ้าคุณซื้อครบทุก500 บาทก็จะได้รับสิทธิ์ลุ้นเพิ่มขึ้นไปอีกค่ะก็คือยิ่งซื้อมากยิ่งมีสิทธิ์มากนั่นเองค่ะ
ใช่ครับเพราะฉะนั้นนะฮะเตรียมตัวให้พร้อมนะครับช็อปให้คุ้มนะฮะเรามาร่วมฉลองนะครับ10 ปีนะฮะกับ Shopee ไปด้วยกันนะครับโค้ดพร้อมของรางวัลพร้อม 1-15 ธันวาคมนี้นะครับ
วันนี้เรา2 คนก็ขอลาไปก่อนนะคะ
ครับเราไปสนุกกันกับแมตช์ครึ่งหลังได้เลยครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Very warm welcome back to the BG Stadium in Pathum Thani in the north of Bangkok. ASEAN Club Championship, Shopee Cup 2025-26. Fascinating group clash between Lion City Sailors and Bangkok United. Lion City Sailors leading by 2-1. Ivan Susak forced into one excellent save to make sure the Lion City Sailors didn't lose their 2-goal advantage that was given to them inside 20 minutes by Maxime Lestienne and Anderson Lopez. A goal from Jakapam Price Suan getting Bangkok United back into the contest. Shopee Cup 2025-2026. It's the ASEAN Club Championship. Bangkok United and Lion City Sailors looking for their first win in this season's campaign. Both were beaten by Johor Darul Taksim. I can tell you though, Johor Darul Taksim are in action tonight and they are trailing 2-0 against Varieng at half-time. which really would be a bit of an upset and give both of these clubs plenty to ponder as Supan goes backwards. No change of the personnel at half-time from either of the sides. It means that Bangkok United have Patiwat in goal, Jakapan, Maya, Supan and Wanchai along the back. Kosovic, Kyoga Nakamura, the Singapore international, Pokla Anam in the heart of midfield. Rungrath, Guntapam and Kanori up front. Wanchai goes around the outside, looks for Guntapam. Under pressure from Ami Shahin. Supan. Lion City Sailors, Suzak in goal, a back three, Lionel Tam, Bailey Wright. And Tony Datkovic. Ami Shahin wide right, Diogo Costa wide left. Si Ndunga and Song Wei Yong in the heart of midfield. Shalamwa and the two goal scorers, Anderson Lopez and Maxime Lestien, are the front three. Lopez will chase into the corners. Patiwat has to deal with this, which he does. Lopez decides not to challenge the international goalkeeper. Fine finish from Lopez inside Patiwat's left-hand post. It's that kind of expertise that persuaded Lion City Sailors to invest $2 million in Lopez. Here's Poklau. Very much part of the, you can call it a success story with Bangkok United being so competitive, as Nakamura plays the ball inside to Kanori, former Tampines teammates. Nakamura, well, he tried an audacious chip in the first half that tested goalkeeper Ivan Suzac. That one didn't. Sripan looks on. Kosovic wins it. Guntapam, who's worked hard. They do have all stars. It's a brave selection from Sripan to bring Guntapam in for a match of this magnitude. Supan. Shalamwa. Bangkok United have only won once since they won against Lion City Sailors at Bisham. The start of November, as that's poured in. Wright stretches to clear and then urges his team to push out. Poklau. Long ball over the top, finds Rungrath. The idea was to pick out Kosovic. Bailey Wright once again saw that. Here's Hami. Neat and tidy, just distributes it to Maxime Lestien. Lestien onto that left foot again. Scored an absolute gem in the first half. Hami Shahin. Hami deflected. Whoa. He's not a regular goal scorer and didn't look exactly composed as he fired that shot in, but that deflection could have taken it anywhere. Onside. And then just finds himself one-on-one with Wanchai, who gave him a lot of space. again, the big men, Lionel Tan, Lopez, and Dengue all in there. It comes though low rather than high. That's disappointing from Lestiem. Shan United 0, Namdin 2 in Yangon. Svei Rieng leading Johor Darul Taksim by 2 goals to 0. That's both in this group. Bangkok United have got home and home games. They take on Namdin on the 17th of this month here. They really need to take advantage of these 2 home games if they are hoping to progress to the latter stages of this competition. The competition is worth going to the latter stages of. Lion City Sailors will feel exactly the same. Diogo Costa allowed to go a long way. Maya just directs it out of play. Alex Rankovic and the Brains Trust. I think they'll be happy with the first 45 minutes, but not with the way they allowed Bangkok United to create a couple of decent openings and claw their way back from 2-0 down at 2-0. I'm sure Lion City Sailors would have hoped that actually go on to a bigger win or shut up shop. Neither was the case. The Jakapan goal and then a couple of big chances for Kanori. Too much on that for Lestiem. Patiwat. Kosovic. Jakapan once again allowed to travel a long way. Takes to Diogo Costa. And again, Lion City Sailors, they have that 5-4-1 formation when defending. Lopez. Well, the referee decides that he tried to give an advantage to Lion City Sailors. And he's having a word with Philippe Maya, who offers his apologies to Lopez. Luckily, his feet were in the air and they weren't planted when the tackle came in. First foul, says Philippe. And the referee, who's been relatively lenient, certainly let 1 or 2 tackles go, gives the foul, nothing more. Si Ndunge. Long ball over the top. Lopez is there. Just behind Shaul Anwar. The flag is up for offside. If Lopez had allowed Shaul to take that on, Shaul wasn't offside. Flicked in and Wright does well to stretch. Sai Kanori was right behind him lurking. Would have got a free header. A corner is the end result. Referee Taichev changing his mind. Lovely ball in by Nakamura. Wright just gets there. Had to extend every neck muscle. Maya and Supam will be the targets. That time it was Lopez with a desperate header. Delicious ball in. Whipped in by Poklao Anam. Three in the 6-yard box, 3 attacking from the penalty spot. They come short. Well, that's a strange situation. Lestien, he saw the goalkeeper off his line and the break is on here. Wright finds Lestien, the pass was just behind Bailey Wright. And then Lestien and Lion City Sailors couldn't take advantage of a strange corner kick routine by Bangkok United. Dengue. Diogo Costa. Oof, not too far away. Cuts inside onto his right. It's a clean strike. And the change is coming for Lion City Sailors. And Anderson Lopez is coming off as we have a look at the long-range effort from Diogo Costa. Always rising. Still enough to worry Kamai. And a change sees young Abdul Razak coming on for Lion City Sailors. Maybe not so young Abdul Razak, 24 years of age now, but still seems to be relatively new on the scene. Big, strong, bustling centre forward. Charles Anwar will drop into the middle and Razak maybe operate from one side and Lestien from the other. Lestien's done well. Lestien has a look up. Kosovic in support. Might break to Shaul. Shaul just denied on the edge of the box by Jakapan. Cool, calm defending from Jakapan by Suan. Seakanori. Japanese. Close on a couple of occasions, Kanori. One shy. Maya. Poklao has to come back. Bit of a stretch there for Maya. Again, Lion City Sailors lining up 5-4-1. You've got to break us down. To their credit, Bangkok United have done that a couple of times. The attempt there was to play in Rungrath. Suzak has to be quick, gets the ball out of his feet, but it's going to be a throw-in for Bangkok United. Triple change being planned. Certainly need an energy boost coming into the last half hour, Bangkok United. ASEAN's Premier Club competition, the Shopee Cup. Ongoing, potential shock still on the cards at Svei Rieng. Svei Rieng 2, Johor Darul Taksim 0. And the changes are coming. Poklau is coming out, and he'll be replaced by Titipan. Also coming off is Rungrath, to be replaced by Ilyas Alhaft. And Luka Adzic, who scored a gem at Bisham, he's coming on for Gunterpam. No real shock in any of those changes. Alhaft and Adzic will have the responsibility of just trying to create a few more chances for the home team. There is Adzic, under pressure from Hamish Shahin. Supam has got Nakamura close. There is Adzic again. Chakapam. The dates of the international competition, the ASEAN Championship, been announced for July and August after the FIFA World Cup of next year. Chakapan once again. Namdin have a 3-0 lead in Myanmar against Shan United. Svei Rieng still lead Johor Darul Taksim 2-0. They played an hour in Phnom Penh, as we played an hour here, and still Lion City Sailors lead by 2-1. Titipam. Adzic. Hamish Shahin does very, very well. Read that. Mr. Reliable. Dakovic comes across, prevents the corner kick. Nakamura. Nice shift into Adzic, who's looking in the mood, looking to take on Hami. Supam. No cross from Supam. Creative work goes to Nakamura. Or Adzic. Adzic looks to drive. Lionel Tan and Hami Shahin are the two defenders covering Luka Adzic. Ding played in. Siangenge is there. Kosovic wants the corner, isn't going to get it. Always looks so calm, cool and calculating on the bench as the substitutes come round. Dakovic, lovely ball. Diogo Costa didn't believe that Dakovic should be able to reach him. Titipam, all-action midfielder. Another of the Thai internationals. Can't really make a difference. We'll get into the penalty area. Still they're relying on Nakamura to create those chances. Lovely ball into Adzic. Adzic across the face of goal. Seya Kanori once again was the target. Lovely ball from Nakamura. Adzic makes his run now, and there's the problem for Lion City Sailors. Hami and Lionel Tan have got to be switched on. You pull that back just a little bit, and that's a tap-in for Kanori. They've done enough to suggest they are not out of this game. Jakapan loses out. Ilaft. 2/3 of the possession going to the home team. Adzic once again, seeing plenty of the ball. Gets to the byline. Pulled it back once again. It'll come all the way out to Jakapan. Jakapan's cross. Bailey Wright once again is there. But this is a problem for Lion City Sailors. Luka Adzic's introduction down the left-hand side has caused them no end of problems in the last 5 or 10 minutes. As Hami Shahin was left trailing in the wake. Adzic is strong and powerful. There's a bit of an elbow there as well that just catches Hami as Adzic goes past him. They really need to be looking at a way to stem the flow of passes to Adzic. Otherwise, he could really, really hurt them. Here's Supan. Nakamura down us just below, picking up a couple of tactical hints from Sripan. Adzic again. Again, looking to take on Hami. Kyoga. Japanese born, but very much part of the Singapore story now, Kyoga Nakamura. Wants to be part of the Bangkok story. Shaul presses Maya. Kyoga Nakamura once again. Long ball, comfortable for Suzak. As we come into the final quarter of the contest. Still Bangkok United trailing. They trailed 2-0. Pulled one back and they've been knocking on the door ever since as Tan goes over the top. Lestien will keep that one in. Shaul and Abdul Razak in the penalty area. And Lestien shaped to shoot. Instead, and Ndenge on the edge of the penalty area. Dakovic takes the space Ndenge gave him and asks a lot too much of Diogo. Patiwa has the goal kick taken quickly. Nakamura. Another home game in this Shopee Cup for Bangkok United later this month. Well, they'd love to get at least a point out of this and then maybe build on that against Namdin. Foul there coming in from Lionel Tan, free kick. Wanchai just drifting into a more advanced position. They're a physically big unit, our Lion City Sailors. Sami still holds on to the chin that received a bit of the Adzic elbow. Ilyas Alhaft is the man who is preparing to take this free kick, left-footed. Jakapan's with him. Alhaft to the back post where it's well dealt with by Diogo Costa. Kyoga, chance in front of goal and it might break. Wow, a massive scramble. Lovely spin and turn from Alhaft. And now the break is on. Lestien looks up. He's got Kanori chasing him. It's 2 versus 1. Maxime Lestien. Oh, could see what he was trying to do. Just trying to curl it into the corner. He'd run 60, 70 metres with the ball at his feet. That was after a mad scramble, but Bangkok United are now throwing caution to the wind, getting players in the penalty area. And Lestien, that's good defending actually. Just allowing Lestien to run. Here's the earlier moment. The chance that so nearly falls. for Titipan. Said he gets into the penalty area, he causes problems, Titipan. Perhaps technically not the best, but energy and aggression, very much part of his makeup. Hadzic down the line, onto Wanchai. 4 in the penalty area. Again, it's well met, well defended. Alaft. Amazing little dribble from him. Alaft again. Nakamura. Little too cute from Nakamura. Alaft battles hard to keep the ball in play. A little bit of European rivalry. Yes, Dutchman signed from Cambuur. Netherlands and Portugal. Former under-20 international, Ilyas Alfa. That might break for Lestienne. Lovely reverse pass. Shaul Anwar for Lion City. Shaul. Big chance. Terrific reverse pass in the middle of that move from Lestienne. Have a look at this. Is aware that Shaul is available. Uses left foot to play in Shaul Anwar. And Shaul hit the target there. That's objective number 1. In the meantime, Kosovic starts again for Bangkok United. As they chase an equaliser, Lion City Sailors are pushing and pushing for an insurance goal 3. Match in Myanmar between Shan United and Nam Dinh has finished. Nam Dinh 3-0 winners there. Sverieng still leading Johor Darul Taksim by 2-0. As Datkovic gets in the clearance. This Shopee Cup producing 1 or 2 difficulties for the theoretical giants of Buriram and Johor Darul Taksim. Buriram winless in 3 matches in Group A. JDT on the cusp of a defeat. Hadzic down the line to Wanchai. Wanchai tries to cut inside, he's all left foot. And Nakamura, that's disappointing from Kyoga Nakamura. His pass selection has been very good normally, not on this occasion. Paklau and Co look on. Tirasin Dangda awaits. Is he going to get the call from Sripan? Tirasin Dangda fan club, it's a lot more than 2, I promise you. Lionel Tan down the line, looks for Shaul. Shaul is caught by Wanchai, and Wanchai will pick up a yellow card. A little bit too aggressive. Second yellow card of the match, the first going to Supan. And like the Supan one, that one thoroughly justified for Wanchai. Janong Khan. Well, here's the earlier moment. First goal. Lestienne cuts inside, and there is no stopping that. That came in the 11th minute. And the second goal, lovely through ball play by Sian Dangai, and able to hold off Philippe Maya and slide home on the near post. Anderson Lopez, that was 2-0 in 21 minutes. Applause from Ivan Suzak. He would be beaten himself as we have a look at Lopez and Lestienne. The men brought to score goals to take Lion City Sailors up to the next level. on the international stage. They expect now, with their resources, to dominate in Singapore. Are they able to do it on the bigger stage? Well, we saw that last year that they can. Dakovic loses out to Al Haft. Al Haft, what kind of a pass? Good save from Suzak. Titipan it was. Titipan again, and in! The equaliser has been coming, and Kosovic has put it on for Seya Kanori. Third time of asking for Kanori. Excellent save, and then it's played back in by Al Haft, and Seya Kanori, that's arguably the most difficult finish that he's had, comes behind him and sweeps it in past Ivan Suzak. Bangkok United had bodies in the penalty area, and on the balance of play and the chances created, Seya Kanori's equaliser is fully justified. It's his 6th goal in the blue of Bangkok United. And having trailed 2-0, could they go on and produce a 3-2 comeback? Adzic. We saw Tampines Rovers did that yesterday against Pathum United. For Lion City Sailors, this is not what the doctor ordered. Al Haft has been a very, very important part of the change. As that comes in, it's over. Seya Kanori, it'll come to Wanchai. Plenty of blue shirts forward. Adzic. Nakamura! Touched over the top by Kanori. Oh, wow. Good understanding between the two former teammates. And he would have been onside, Kanori. That's 4 big moments he's had. He's scored 1. And he's just a metre or so away from giving Bangkok United a 3-2 lead. Supam. Make sure he made that clearance. Adzic once again. Seya Kanori. What a moment for him. He's playing in that number 9 slot. Nakamura. Adzic again. Early cross from Adzic, dealt with by Dakovic. Kyoga Nakamura. Comfortable in the end for Suzak. And a long ball from Suzak. Supam allows Patiwa to take control. And that's rather gifted possession to Bangkok United. Ball over the top, and it breaks for Suzak. Al Haft was just close to taking that away. Hami Shahin goes down. Bangkok, are they going to play on? No, they're not. Oh. Adzic is being sporting, but I can tell you, his bench behind him are really, really not happy with him. There was no need for him to put the ball out of play. Changes now. And one of them will be at this right wing back position, where Hami is being, well, he's got cramp, he's been turned inside out in the last 10-15 minutes. Hafiz Noor to try and just strengthen things down this right-hand side at the veteran stage now, but still very strong. And Azman also on just to try to strengthen this right-hand side, because that's where the problems are coming from Bangkok United. Madzic in the final 10 minutes. Man City's rather holding on now. Titipan once again causing a problem. That was a leggy touch from Sian Denge. Kanori loses out to Lionel. Song Wei-yong. Song does well. Right then, Abdul Razak chases, but Meyer is there. Patiwat is out to clear up. Akram getting very close there to Adzic. There's the difference. He's a more aggressive defender, Akram Azman. And as Supan prepared, Akram got very, very close to Adzic. They've identified that one problem. City Sailors, 5 wins out of 5 at the top of their own domestic league. Out of the AFC Champions League too. Hanging on here. A point to be a good point. From the start they had. They didn't think to be hanging on with 7 minutes to go to a 2-2 draw. Diogo Costa is there. And Tiddersin indeed is preparing to come on. Is the old magic still there from Tiddersin? And it's Tiddersin on for Ser Kanori. Kanori's got the equalizer, but this is now more old-fashioned striker. Penalty box player. Kanori did well in that number 9 role. Got himself into good positions. Could easily have scored more than the 1 goal that he did. But it's Tiddersin leading the line now. Lion City Sailors urged to get on with things quickly. Chakapan can't get there. Abdul Razak finds Si Ndenge. Bailey Wright comes through the back of Tiddersin. Strong challenge coming in from Wanchai. Akram. Lionel. Supan's touch only finds Hafiz. That's going to be a throw-in given by the assistant referee to Bangkok United. Kosovic has just been prompting from the heart of midfield. Neat and tidy. It's been a very neat and tidy performance by Bangkok United. They've been undone by 2 excellent goals, but never lost faith in their ability. Akram a tug back there on Madzic. The referee thinks about a card, but then decides just a telling off will do for Akram. Sverige still lead Johor Darul Taksim by 2-0. Nam Dinh 3-0 winners at Shan United. Here it's 2 apiece, all square. Held in by Jakapan, too close to Suzak. Hafiz Noor's made a good run, too much on that. 3.5 minutes to go. And a final change about to be made by Bangkok United. Nitipong Selenon preparing to come on, but they've taken the goal kick first. Wanchai, Adzic. Nice flick. Tam is strong enough to hold off Wanchai and buys the free kick. Well played by big Lionel Tam. And the change is coming on. It'll be Jakapan to be replaced by Nitipong Selenon. Jakapan, who scored that all-important first goal fairly soon after Bangkok United gone 2-0 down. Just able to curl it in the near post around Dakovic. Young and old enjoyed that one. A shoppy special from Jakapan. Adzic under pressure from Akram. He's played him well so far. Hafiz. A little bit undercooked from Lionel. Suzak hoists it high. And Hafiz Noor has got the wrong side of Wanchai. And Abdul Razak, big, strong, powerful boy. And Song Wei Yong. That's a chance. He's coming on to this. Razak's done really well. Doesn't catch it right, Song. Two minutes to play. And you do sense there's a winner still in this game. Kosovic. Tillerson at the near post. Flag has gone up though for an offside earlier in the mood. Captain to come off, Shao Lamwan. This is very much a defensive move for Alex Rankovic. He just wants to hold on to what he's got. They've been very much second best in this second half, have Lion City Sailors. And no, Adam, normally a left back will just go into that left wing back role. Supan's header. Kyoga. Clever movement away from Hafiz. Hafiz is a little late with the challenge. Referee's played a good advantage. Kosovic out wide. Here's Nitipong Selenon. Al-Haft. The Dutchman looks to get a strike away and is brought down on the edge of the penalty area. Good aggressive build-up by Ilyas Al-Haft. Well, we're going to have 3 minutes of time added on. Al-Haft just draws Song Wei Yong into a rash challenge. And a free kick, oh wow, in an area which is far enough out to be able to get the ball up and down, and central enough to really cause a problem for the goalkeeper. And it's in front of those Lion City Sailors fans, high up in that stand behind the Sailors goal. potentially a dramatic ending to what's already been a pretty good game. Titipan is over the ball. The draft excluder is Portuguese Diego Costa. This is taking an age to sort out. Wall covering one side. It's into the wall from Al Haft's effort. Still Al Haft. Can't get the cross away. And Abdullah will relieve the pressure for Lion City Sailors. And the throw-in will go to the visitors. And that might just be enough for Singapore. Good wall. Al Haft coming in when Titipan looked primed to take the free kick. They use the left foot of Al Haft. Well, on a day when there's been a major surprise in this group, Johor Darul Taksim on the cusp of a defeat. A point apiece isn't too bad for either of these sides. Bangkok United will be pleased because they've come back from 2 goals down. Lion City Sailors will know that at last they've produced a point against Bangkok United after 4 defeats in a row. But the game's not over yet. Wanchai helps it in. Dakovic is there. Al Haft will chase. I wonder if Al Haft and Adzic has been brought on at half-time. What a difference it might have made for them. Song Wei-yong is pushed off the ball, and he's done well. Very much a Singaporean, but born in Incheon, but being part of the Lion City Sailors story for a number of years. Excluding a little spell abroad. Full-time whistle goes. Good entertainment. Both sides can be both happy and disappointed with a point apiece. A hug from 2 rivals, but Bangkok United remain unbeaten in 5 matches against Lion City Sailors, who led 2-0 when Anderson Lopez gave them that lead in 20 minutes after a gem of a strike from Maxime Lestien. But Sayo Kanori, who used to play his football in Singapore for Tampines Rovers, and a deserved equaliser for Bangkok United. That's after Jakapan. Crucial goal and a rare goal from the fullback put Bangkok United back into the contest. Kanori was exciting. Bangkok United probably deserved the point that they got in the end. It's finished here at the PG Stadium. Bangkok United 2, Lion City Sailors 2.
ค่ะคิดยังไงกับการเล่นของทีมในวันนี้คะเนื่องจากเป็นเกมที่สูสีแล้วก็มีจังหวะหวาดเสียวหลายครั้งที่อาจทำให้ผลการแข่งขันเนี่ยต่างออกไปจากนี้ค่ะ
ครับก็จริงๆเกมนี้อย่างที่เห็นรายชื่อผู้เล่นตัวจริงของพวกเรานะก็เป็นในช่วงนี้เป็นช่วงที่พวกเราเตะถี่มากๆซึ่งก็เลยแมตช์นี้ก็เลยเป็น1แมตช์ที่เราต้องหมุนเวียนผู้เล่นสลับกันเล่นกับแมตช์ไทยลีกล่าสุดที่ผ่านมาครับก็เลยรู้สึกว่าคือมันไปพลาดช่วงแรกที่เราไปเสียประตูง่ายจากการโดนโต้กลับแต่ว่าช่วงหลังเราก็สามารถทวงประตูคืนแล้วตีเสมอได้ก็ถือว่าเป็นเกมที่น่าพอใจเพราะเราได้หมุนเวียนตัวผู้เล่นครับ
ค่ะแล้วก็อะไรคือบทเรียนสำคัญจากเกมนี้ค่ะแล้วก็เพื่อเตรียมความพร้อมสำหรับเกมต่อไปในศึกช้อปปี้ครับค่ะ
ครับแน่นอนครับการเล่นในบ้านเนี่ยผมรู้สึกว่าทุกทีมที่มาเจอเราเนี่ยน้อยทีมมากที่จะมาวิ่งเพสใส่พวกเราคือเขาจะเล่นพยายามเล่นแพ็คในแดนแล้วโต้กลับนั่นคือบทเรียนของพวกเราซึ่งจริงๆเราก็พยายามป้องกันลูกนี้อยู่แล้วแต่วันนี้เราดันไปโดนแต่ก็อย่างที่บอกว่าโชคดีที่เรายังกลับมาได้ครับผมขอบคุณครับสวัสดีครับ
Sharing a point with Bangkok United is a kind of different outcome from the last 2 games with this team. What do you think of your team's performance today?
Oh, I think today we can do much more. First we won 2-0, then they come back 2-2. Yeah, a bit unlucky, but I think we have to keep the result. After, we can be proud because we give everything, but yeah, I think we have to win this game today.
It was a very closely fought match with LCS being very dangerous on the fast breaks. What are the key takeaways from this match that you can take for the next one in the Shopee Cup?
I think we have many chances today. We have to score more goals. Okay, we concede a goal, but we have the opportunity today to score more, to kill the game before. We didn't do, and we pay that with to concede goals. So I think for the next game we have to kill before the game.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.